So Dana White a few hours ago announced big fights. Not big fights, like not title fights or shit. But he announced some good fights in some MMA news that I can break down in today's video. He announced Jalen Turner stepping up against Bobby Green as Dan Hooker pulled out. He also announced Joe Pyfer versus Jack Hermansson, which I'll also talk about. Very interesting stuff there. And other MMA news as well. We'll start with, though, in my opinion, the big one. There's other news as well. Burt MMA posted some stuff as well. He posted Petr Yan. Yeah, but some stuff about that. But yeah, we'll start with, though, the fight news, in my opinion, first. Or actually, let's start with Petr Yan. Petr Yan wants to come back at UFC 299. He's making his return, Petr Yan. Former UFC bantamweight champ, on a bit of a skid right now. One of the best in the world still. His only loss in some people's eyes is probably to Merab, since he could have beaten O'Malley and Aljo. I think he lost to Aljo in the rematch, but I think he beat O'Malley slightly. Run it back, though, I think O'Malley would knock him out bad, but still. O'Malley looked good in that fight. But Yan's coming back. UFC 299 on the O'Malley-Vera card. And he might be back on that card. Who does he face? I see a lot of people saying him versus Sandhagen. You could do that if, for Sandhagen's case. I mean, Yan could look at it as, I beat this guy. He's up the rankings. Why not just do this instead of taking on like a risky Song Yadong or something like Umar or something? Right? He could do that instead. But he could look at Sandhagen, and Sandhagen can look at it as, you know what? This guy beat me before. Why not get this off my record? So they could do the Sandhagen rematch. I think it'd be very interesting. I don't know who I'd pick. Probably Sandhagen now. You kind of have to at this point in Yan's career. So I think Yan should look to face like a Dominic Cruz. Someone like that. Maybe if Figueiredo beats Font. You can do Yan Figueiredo, or if Font wins, you can do Font Yan. Either of those matchups work. Yeah, I like to see Yan Sandhagen too, though. Because Aljo's probably going to move up and fight fucking Calvin Kattar. Or Holloway. Could fight Holloway too. But still, O'Malley Vera's booked. Merab and Henry are booked. I know it's not official, but it will be, let's be real. So it leaves Sandhagen in a weird position. So why not do Yan Sandhagen? And Song Yadong could fucking fuck himself. I love Yan more. Sorry, Song. I love Yan more. I'm a bigger fan of Yan. So I'll betray you. Yeah. Or Gutierrez. Fuck Gutierrez. But I doubt he wins against Yadong. But yeah. Yan Sandhagen 2 should be the fight at UFC 299. And have like O'Malley and Vera there. With like Yan there as well. Just as his presence there. And maybe Yan and O'Malley will shit talk a bit. Who knows? We move on. Maybe get Rob Henry on that card. Who knows as well? We move on to other news, which is Big Marcel, Jalen Turner versus Bobby Green for next weekend's card. I could have just waited for this, but I decided I'm going to break it down. Good fight. Of course, Dan Hooker pulled out a few days ago. Sucks that happened. I was really looking forward to Hooker versus Green. Arguably the people's main event, let's be real. Armin Dariush. Good main event, but they're only getting it because they're higher ranked. If they weren't, they wouldn't be getting it. I'm going to be really likely there. But Dariush Armin, it's a good fight. People are hyped for it, but Green Hooker was the fan favorite matchup that people were tuned in for. But now it's Jalen Turner, a guy that Dan Hooker beat before. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think Turner's gas tank is that good. He did make it 3 rounds, and good for him and his team to be smart about that. Because if there was still a 5-rounder, it wouldn't go well for Jalen Turner. I'm just going to put it that way. His gas tank didn't look all that against Hooker. Close fight against Hooker. I think Hooker won. I don't think he scored that for Turner. That's a weird split decision there, but I'm going to go Bobby Green. I think Green's good enough to win. I think Turner's good. Good range striker, but man, you can't beat Gamrot. He arguably won. It's a weird. That was a weird. That was probably one of the weirdest scorecards ever. Though not scorecards, fucking weirdest fights. Because Gamrot, let's be real, was winning that fight with his wrestling, but it got dropped in 2 of the rounds. But didn't really. It was kind of off balance. So who gives a fuck? They're both shit. We'll never be champ. I don't think anyone will wrestle here. I think this will be a stand-up fight. I don't think Green will get chinned. I know Dober caught him. I know Drew Dober caught him, but that was like an in-tucked, like, big hook. Green got caught. I doubt Turner does that. He's rangy. He's like a Kevin Holland of lightweight. I know Holland wanted to step up here. Shut up, Holland. You're a fucking former 185er. Green's legit 155. I think he's a former 145er as well, if I'm not mistaken, but still. Shut up, Holland. Stop trying to get free wins. Close fight, honestly, there, though. Green actually could beat Holland, based off Holland's mentality, but still. I think Green wins. I think he'll win with his pace. If a rusty, old, not the best Dan Hooker anymore can do that to you and beat you up, I wonder what Bobby Green will do, who just beat Grant Dawson by knockout, who beat Tony Ferguson, whatever you say, it's still Ferguson. But his Dawson KO was like, holy shit, you know? Say what you want about the Tony one, obviously. And yeah, Green could get picked at range, but I don't know. But Green does move. Turner will pressure here, I think, right? Turner will pressure. I don't think Turner will be on the outside. Yeah, I think Green will beat him up into a close 29-28 split decision, I'll say again. Because I like giving Turner the split decisions. We move on to other news, which is Blake Builder versus Jung Young Lee. I don't give a fuck. What's Jung Young Lee done? What's this guy done? Jung Young Lee. What did this dude do? He won in the UFC, but he's making his debut here. Oh, who cares? Blake Builder shit. They're both trash. I don't know why I'm looking at the fight. Pedro Munoz, Kyler Phillips. Gonna take Pedro Munoz. I think wins this one. I like Kyler Phillips, but he should be beating the guys convincingly. Like Honey Barcelo's fight, he won. Close fight though. Close fight. I don't see him knocking Pedro Munoz out here. And if O'Malley can't do it, and actually O'Malley's struggling in that fight, arguably losing to Pedro Munoz, I don't think Phillips will do anything, really. And what's Phillips? Phillips lost to Halian Paiva. You know? And since then beat Marcelo Rojo, who turned out to be absolute dog shit in hindsight. And then he beat Howdy Barcelos. Gonna take Pedro here. Only losses are to... He lost to Vera and Cruz, but close fights. He lost them, don't get me wrong, but it's Cruz and Vera. No one schooled him. O'Malley couldn't really do anything. Aldo. Fuck off, though. It's Jose Aldo. Of course, he'll do that to some people on an off night or on night. But yeah, I don't see Kyler Phillips doing it. You're not from the Matrix. You're not cool. You're not gonna out-grapple Pedro. I'll go Munoz, classic KO. Or you could beat Chris Gutierrez. Good performance there. So I'm gonna go Munoz. We move on to other news, which is Jack Hermansson versus Joe Pyfer. Okay. You can't really be mad about this. He doesn't deserve it. I understand that. He beat fucking Alan Amedovsky and Abdur. He beat 2 people? Is that who he said? Oh, no, he beat Mearshart in the meantime. Oh, he beat Mearshart, obviously, too. 3 people. Mearshart, Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, and Alan Amedovsky. I'm about to check the comments. I don't want to hear undeserved. When Ikram Aliskerov got fucking Imavov pulled out. He got Warley Alves instead. I don't want to hear, oh, he didn't deserve it. Ikram Aliskerov got to jump up the rankings. Hamzat Chimaev, I get he was destroying everyone. Same with Joe Pyfer. But he beat fucking Reese McKee, John Phillips, and Gerald Mearshart to get ranked. To get a ranked opponent in Li Jingliang. Originally supposed to fight Leon fucking Edwards, number 3 in the world at the time. I don't want to hear it. I don't know when Bo Nickel's going to get his jump up the rankings. He's probably going to be next. Or Putin Magomedov, but he's going to need a few wins. At least Bo Nickel's at least got a few wins now. I don't know where's Bo Nickel at? I'd say do Bo Nickel versus Anthony Hernandez. I know Hernandez is 15, but who cares? Why not make that fight happen? If Hernandez wins, you put everything into him. If Bo Nickel wins, good for him. He's number 15. That's what I would do. Good grappling match. I honestly think Bo Nickel would win, but still, it's a good fight. Yeah, but Joe Pyfer, Jack Hermansson. Interesting matchup. Who will I pick? Because you can't just say, the grappling, you can't just say Pyfer beats him. But you kind of can, because Delidzi kind of exposed Jack Hermansson's game. If this was before the Delidzi fight, I probably would have a different perspective here, but I don't know. Hermansson's good on the feet, though. But his IQ's stupid. I can see him, I can see both of them, having a good first round. Just, a tit for tat. Pyfer trying to land, but not really. I can see Hermansson actually winning the first round based off being more skilled than Pyfer, going for a KO. And I can see round 2, Hermansson doing that stupid mistake of just shooting a takedown. Pyfer just out-muscles him in it and just starts beating him up. So, to a TKO win. Made this mistake against Roman Delidzi after schooling him on the feet. I'm obviously gonna go for him winning this one. Fucking Joe Pyfer. I think Joe Pyfer will get the job done after Hermansson makes a mistake. Yeah, happy to see Jack Hermansson back though. And we also got Trevin Giles. Who cares? Wasn't there some other fight announcement? I swear there was some other one. Jim Miller's fighting Gabriel Benitez. I don't know what Jim Miller's doing. He's fighting 3 months before 300. Maybe he thinks he'll win easily and he'll just get right on that card. But if Gabriel Benitez causes any sort of damage on you, which is likely, it's Benitez. He's decent. And he's scrappy Mexican. Has that in him. You're not going to be able to fight on that card. But I bet you he will. It's Jim Miller. He wanted to fight on it for so long. UFC promised him it. Maybe he just wants to get first card of the year, then 300, and then retire. Yeah. So that's what I would do. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Yeah. MMA news reactions. Peace.